Welcome to ZIA TV, covering emerging medtech companies and the venture capital firms that fund them. Today we're talking with Ryan Kole, Vice President of Investments at VCapital. Ryan, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Terry.
Let's start by maybe having you tell us a little about your firm's interest in medical devices as well as biotech investments.
Sure. So let me preface this by saying we're sector agnostic, we're generalists, but we do love the medical device space and the biotech space for a few reasons. One is, number one, our goal is to make our investors money. We want to have a return on their capital. But if we could do it where it benefits society, then it's a home run for us. That's our dream situation. For example, two companies in our portfolio, Intensity Therapeutics is trying to cure cancer. We have Camrus Vision, which we'll speak about later today, which could hopefully help reduce blindness. So if we could do both at the same time, that's the ideal situation. On top of that, our CEO, Len Batterson, has a great track record and background in this healthcare space. And last, even though we have 8 employees at our firm at VCapital, we have, between our advisors and our investors, we have a unique model and approach towards venture capital, which we could discuss as well later. We have a team of about 200, if you include all the investors and our advisors. So with that, if every person on average has, let's say, 10 great contacts or experts in a particular space, now we have a team of 2,000, which can help us validate various technologies, various medical devices, and biomedical companies. So our reach is there to validate the technologies. And that's just one step amongst many in our due diligence process, but allows us to see a lot and get involved when necessary.
Are those the main conditions that are driving opportunity for your company?
No, there's a lot of conditions. One is the amount of companies here in Chicago that are focused in this particular area. So you have these great universities. You have Northwestern, University of Chicago, University of Illinois, IIT, Loyola, DePaul, all these universities that are the startup and entrepreneurship opportunities and people getting involved are skyrocketing. So there's more companies, and also you have the Kickstarter, Indiegogo, more companies are getting funded. Then on top of that, you have Matter here in Chicago, which has about 200 startup companies working on healthcare-related technologies. So there's tons of opportunity to look at these companies, and angel groups dedicated to working with medical companies. So there's a lot of opportunity, a lot of digging, a lot of research, and with that many companies, there's going to be, you have to dig through it, with a fine-tooth comb to find the ones that are the ones you want to invest in.
Talk to me a little bit about Camrus Vision. What were the factors there in deciding for you to help them raise capital?
Sure. This one came to one of our friends who's at an angel group in North Carolina who's invested in this company. Brought it to our attention, and we did our initial due diligence, and there it's a medical device for glaucoma, for late-stage glaucoma. And it's a shunt that's put on the outside of the eye, but underneath your eyelid. And it allows for external drainage, and which actually also another benefit is it helps reduce dry eye syndrome, which is a big issue for people with glaucoma.
Sure. But
it's the only shunt that allows external drainage. It's minimally invasive, easy to install, and the benefits could last years, if not a lifetime. Where other shunts, they have to be replaced every few years. There's only so much real estate on the eyeball to place these shunts. So after several times of redoing it with these other shunts out in the market, eventually there's no more cure, there's no more stop. And this is possibly a one-time solution, or if not, it's a lot smaller, so you can reapply it or redo it numerous times throughout someone's lifetime. But back to the company. So this is one unique one where you had the jockey and the horse. So the CEO of this company, Ray Krause, has been basically a medical device legend. He started as a number 2 guy. He was a COO of a company called Summit Technologies, and they developed what became known as LASIK. Then he was with J&J's ophthalmology division for 10 years, and a few other startups as well. So this guy is leading this company with a Lucinda Camrus PhD, whose father was infamous in the ophthalmology world as well. And they put together this shunt. They are already in humans in the Philippines. They're going to go to the Dominican Republic, to Canada, and then they're going to do their pivotal trial here in the US in around 2020. And so far the results have been phenomenal, and we're very confident in the team and in the product. A lot of times you look just for the jockey.
Sure.
But as I said, now you have the jockey and the horse, it's ideal.
That's interesting. What about other news for VCapital? Anything on the horizon that you'd like to share at this point?
Yeah, we're very excited. We're seeing a lot of great companies, and unfortunately with our bandwidth, we have to pick and choose which ones we work with, but we have two right now that are in deep stages of due diligence. One is having to do with ground antennas, communicating with satellites, and being sector agnostic. It's fun because we get to see everything. And though we're not experts in every space, back to our network of 200 people plus the times 10 or whatever you want to call it, we are able to reach a lot of different areas. And this is one that we've done a lot of homework on. We've built up a huge due diligence folder, and we're very optimistic. So we're close to signing that one. In the medical space, we're looking at another one dealing with breast cancer that we're very excited about. Don't want to get into it now, but hopefully another time you'll have me back on. We can discuss it. But very optimistic. Companies based here in Illinois, which aligns with some of our criteria. We do have a preference for Midwest-based companies. Love to invest in Chicago, and this one adheres to that criteria. And we have 175 accredited investors. We're looking to grow that. We want more eyeballs, no pun intended, on our deals. The more people looking at our deals, the more deals we could do, the more we could help society and do good. So very optimistic about the future, and very excited to see what's to come.
Well, hopefully being here helps you gain more investors for your projects. Hey, good luck to you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks. And those who want to know more about our deals, please visit VCapital.com, and you have access to all of our deals. Accredited investors are allowed to view and pick and choose amongst all our investments. So we ask you please to take a look at our website and reach out to us if you'd like more information.
All right, and I'm going to underscore that for you. I want to thank all of you for joining us here on ZIA TV as well. And don't forget, you can learn more about Camrus Vision at VCapital.com.